Hello everyone, my name is the last Dragonborn, and today we are gonna watch a battle between three of my friends, and we are playing 2v2. I'm playing as the Welsh here, and my ally is playing as England, and we are playing against two France with both Jeanne d'Arc as their general, and that's so weird to be honest. But nonetheless, we have almost the same amount of troops. Yeah, we have slightly more because of the skirmishers and especially because the French has a lot of gendarmes, basically the best units as shock, basically the best shock units, and myself I have like 3 units of hospitalier knights and the general. Also, my ally has English knights that are good enough, quite effective on the battlefield, as far as I can tell. But nonetheless, the gendarmes can beat easily the English knights. I have like 6 units of sergeants, medium melee infantry, one unit of dismounted hospital knights, heavy shock infantry, and 5 units of medium spear infantry and 2 units of skirmishers. I do not have any like archers and things like this. I just have skirmishers. And like I said, 3 units of hospitalier knights. My ally has like 5 units of sergeants too. Has 6 units of spearmen, of spear routiers, and 2 units of skirmishers, and like I said, the general and the cavalry, that the English knights. On the French side, we have 4 units of gendarmes, including the general. They have like 5 units of sergeants that are 13th century. Also, they have 1 unit of crossbowmen and 4 units of spear routiers. Yeah, 5. And 1 unit of dismounted French chevalier. Also, there are heavy shock infantry. Their ally, the French ally, has also some sergeants that are the same. Basically, they have the same tech tree. Brabant zone and crossbowmen. That's all different. Yeah, they have basically the same uh, deck, to say the least. Let's let's fast forward because we are not doing anything at all. We are just facing, and we just like advance from here to here, but they didn't advance because they had to organize, I think so, and they didn't want to lose some I forgot how it's called. They don't want to tire their troops, basically. So yeah, it's just a face-off now. We were waiting for them to move, but they weren't moving at all because we wanted to clash on a even terrain, not to disadvantage anyone. And they were in a slightly downwards position. We were having the advantage of the hill here, but we decided to move and engage them here on the flat plain, basically, or flat hill, if that makes sense, I guess. Come on. We'll just have to wait, I know. My ally was moving some troops, I see. They are moving the cavalry. Come on, sergeants. do something. They should advance now. Yeah, they are advancing. My cavalry is uh, it's better than the English cavalry, and because it's hospitalier nice basically, and because of that, I could you'll see that I could face off the gendarmes easily and even do something good against them. But my English counterpart, the cavalry wasn't that good, but neither that bad, you know. We're advancing now. Let me just go slowly now because it's dies out the frames.
Our general is being attacked! Keep him alive!
Oh my god, look at this. Ah, okay, that wasn't that good. But you now can attack and circle. The thing is that they didn't attack in a cohesion formation, you know? They let gaps between their army, their huge army, and that will be an exploit, basically. Like
The
their
enemy's
army
engaged our ally!
was engaging here, both of my ally and my enemy, and I decided to move troops to help and to move to prepare better and then engage because their ally was just sitting here, not didn't try to attack me. And now, soon enough, I will engage the gendarmes. Like you see here, they engage the gendarmes, but they are losing. And slowly, I'll begin to march on. I was bringing the skirmishers, but because the skirmishers can do a lot of
The
damage
men
to
are broken
cavalry.
and are fleeing!
So basically, here it's just a battle.
Enemy units have returned to the battle!
They're beginning to attack now because we were just standing still, and because of that, look at the gaps. He let that happen. Like you see here now, we are engaging, but he didn't have the formation like I had the wedge formation, and because of that was a bad idea to do. And I had the reinforcements. I could bring reinforcements, more reinforcements. You will see now. I'm trying to bring the cavalry and the skirmisher in the flanks to shoot down the cavalry. And
Our men have regrouped!
now we have three units. Look here, I can engage in the flanks. I can help my ally here to hold out. I even have the dismounted hospitaller knights, and because of that, will help me a lot. Here, I think I'll charge the spearman because he tried to attack my skirmishers, and that will deal a lot of damage to that unit. On the other side, I flanked the sergeants here, and I didn't think I noticed that three of my units were engaged with one unit. Also, I tried to bring my dismounted hospitalier knights. It's a bit laggy because of the numbers, I guess.
Our men have rallied!
And I'm trying here to skirmish down their cavalry because that will reduce their numbers easily. Now it's basically who wins first, the first engagement. Like you see here, the my ally was beginning to lose slightly, but I don't know for sure. I just forgot the statistics, what happened to this battle. We played a bunch of them, so I don't know the records of every battle, to be honest. But what I know, I'm sure that I won, me and my ally. I was trying to bring and try to attack with the dismounted the hospitalier knights, and like you see here, I disengaged and then attacked in the flanks of this unit. This will help me a lot because this unit will break instantly. Just wait. He hasn't noticed that because he should have put that the cross movement to just skirmish into the flanks of these sergeants. And like I've said, the flank is beginning to collapse. This flank, the center, basically. Here in the flanks, everything was kind of bad for them and for
Our
me.
men flee the field of battle.
It was a
This is a
stalemate.
shameful display.
In the center, I was beginning to win because of the encirclement. Like I said, the gaps that was left by the French army. Both of the French army proved to be futile for their endeavor, for them trying to win. Because if you let gaps between a huge army, it will ruin your army. Basically, you have to keep cohesion, line with line, or at least make traps with armies, with units. Try to let a gap here, but have reinforcements to attack, or a cavalry unit of skirmish units to attack in the flanks of the unit that tries to use that gap. But these tactics are made on the moment. Like you see here, the center is beginning to collapse. I'll begin to outflank every troop here, and I'm beginning to move here to outflank these troops
The
too.
enemy have rallied their units.
And that's good. On the other side, I think
Our general has fallen.
the enemy general has basically the English general died, and soon enough the Jeanne d'Arc will die soon or run away. Let's move faster. So, like you see here, I've been to encircle these units to kill them off, and in this part, it's basically face over because both of the armies were without general, or at least the general fled. Yeah, the general fled. But still, mine was still alive. I don't know if I retreated him or just kept him killing or kept him in battle. At this point, it's futile to retreat him because your general can die faster. So try to reinforce or do nothing basically, because it's okay to keep him in combat rather than trying to retreat from the battle in the midst of the battle, to say the least.
Our men have given up and are running
Yeah,
for
on
their
this
lives.
side, my ally was losing, and but I had enough units to cover his lost units, to be honest. And basically this French army was beginning to lose very badly. Look at this blob here of my troops. Was just encircling the cavalry here. He had still some remnant troops, but that will be futile for them trying to win. They didn't have any cavalry left in this army, so it wasn't a problem.
The enemy general is dead.
Neither his ally. He had like this unit here of French knights, but look at this. Look at this. the 12 knights, the 10 knights, I don't know how it's called. Oh, they are retreating. Never mind. So I was winning, and now I'll just try to. My ally tried to retreat his one unit to keep himself in the battle, you know. And the enemy was trying to rally his troops. Only 14 knights remained with gendarmes. The problem was they had like two major problems. They bought the expensive cavalry and they didn't have money enough to cover for the rest, and they just bought cheap units that couldn't hold the line in the center. And I think their tactic was to overwhelm the cavalry, being the best cavalry, and because of that, they couldn't do that basically because we had good enough cavalry to hold the lines until the units, the infantry could smash their center, and basically it was GG. And one major flaw again was because of the gaps, the gaps in the lines. Like you have two big armies, and try to keep a cohesion to the army. Advance as one, or at least advance. One army advances and one advances slowly to mend the gaps, you know, and do not try to, or try to, if you want to let gaps be, but try to have units that can reinforce your flanks or in reserves basically. And it's basically that's because they lost because of the gaps mostly. I could encircle their troops with my reserves, and because of that, the result is this. I had more troops. His troops will just break when you will engage my massive army. Some of the troops haven't seen engagement, or at least haven't seen big bloodshed like the flanks. So yeah, they are just a time of when they are gonna surrender. Da. So yeah, they're beginning to lose. Yeah, it's just 2 units. HGG basically. A Pyrrhic victory. Was indeed a Pyrrhic victory because the replay wasn't. I haven't saved the replay. My friend did it. So if for him it's a Pyrrhic victory. For me, it's basically, I think, a decisive victory because I have a lot of troops left. It wasn't that big of a deal for my army. So like you see here, I lost almost 1k, and my ally lost almost the whole army, just almost 1k remaining troops. The enemies almost lost all their troops, to be honest. For the English, they're dismounted foot knights. Dismounted English foot knights basically did a lot of damage. The general and some of their infantry, but the best kills goes to the infantry basically. To my army, to Principality of Wales, my cavalry did something. My dismounted Hospitalier knights and some of my infantry did it. Basically, the infantry did the job here. For the Kingdom of France, the infantry wasn't good enough. This only gendarme unit did something, but the rest didn't do that much. Let's see the next. There, dismounted French Chevalier did something, and some of their units, of the infantry units, and some of the gendarmes. I think this is the army that faced my ally, and this is the army that faced me. So yeah, see the difference between the kills. But yeah, it was a cool battle, to be honest. The thing was that the two major things that was bad. It was the gaps in the army, and basically buying the best cavalry but cheap infantry, and that wasn't enough to win. You must have some medium, at least, quality troops. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.